welcome back to my channel, That Mom of Five. My name is Wemimo if you're new here. Well, this is another cooking vlog video. My daughter asked me to cook jollof rice, and as you all know, I'm a mom of five, and that decision was not an easy one because I've had to ask each and every one of them, will you eat rice? Because I don't want a situation whereby I've cooked the rice and they're like, mommy, I don't want to eat rice. So they are not so sure. And so because of that, I'm not cooking quite a lot. So I'm just going to cook a bit that I know if they eat, they will get filled, and maybe there'll be a little bit of leftover which they could eat later on in the week. So I'm just going to talk you through the ingredients I'm using this for this recipe. And don't mind me, I'm a proper mommy. When I'm at home, I'm either in one of these housewares or in my pajama or something, since I'm not going anywhere. So yeah, let's talk through the ingredients list. I'm just gonna flip my camera over. So I've got my rice, easy cook rice, which has already been washed. So normally I will rinse this and pour hot water in it and allow it to sit for about 3 minutes. So it's just to get some of the starch out of it. I don't know the logic behind that, but that's what I've been doing. And I've got concentrated tomato paste. That's what gives you all the readiness and stuff in the rice. I've got my kitchen stock there from leftover of the one when I cook my Riro recipe. I've got sliced onions. So I've got Knorr cubes, some salt, ginger powder, and some mixed seasoning. I've got my blended bell pepper. So I've got bell pepper in there. I've got Scotch bonnet. I've got ginger, garlic, all blended and boiled previous days ago. And I've also got some another mix. That's my curry there. That's my thyme. I've got bay leaf, and I've got this natural jollof rice seasoning. Is by a YouTuber also called Skinny Cook. I just add a bit of that. It's mainly says natural jollof seasoning, so that's a little bit left from my pack. So I decided I'm gonna use the remaining in my cooking. And then I've got my vegetable oil. Right, as you all know, I eat the ketogenic lifestyle way. That is, I don't eat rice, and when I do, I only eat like a little bit of portion that maybe a 9-month-old will eat, surrounded with lots of veg, and it's only maybe occasionally. So on this occasion where I'm cooking rice, I won't be eating because I've got lots of keto food supply at the moment, so I won't be eating out of this rice. So without wasting much of your time, let's get cooking. So the first thing I do when I'm cooking is I've got my non-stick, or what's it called, pot there, and I've got my cooker at number 4. And first thing I do when I'm cooking my jollof rice is add vegetable oil first. So once I had that, I also had my tomato concentrate, and with this, once I had it in, I allow it fry. I'll allow it fry for a few minutes. So I'm gonna add my tomato concentrate into the cooker. Into the pot. So just a bit of this. That's all I'm adding anyway. Yeah, there we go. So with this, what I do is I allow it fry. I'll allow it fry for about 15 minutes. This is to remove the taste, like the tomato paste, out of it. So while it's frying on low heat, I'm gonna keep stirring, and we're gonna do this for 15 minutes. So I'm gonna set my timer now. That's my timer sounding there. So I'm gonna set the timer on for 15 minutes, and after 15 minutes I will come back to show you what it looks like after it's been fried. So this is after 15 minutes of frying, and don't forget, while you are frying, you should continue to stir. So now I'm still frying on low heat. The next thing I'm going to do is add my blended pepper. So I'm adding my blended pepper. I'm going to set this right here. I've added my blended pepper, and I'm just going to add a little bit of water just to rinse the inside of that. So with this blended pepper, I'm just going to leave that on still on medium heat to cook, so it marinates or mix well with the tomato paste. So I add that. So at this point, I'm adding my stock as well. Mind you, this bit of water I'm adding, at the end of the day, I might not even need to add any more water to cook the rice, because like I said, I already parboiled the rice. So when you're cooking jollof rice, you only need low heat. You're actually cooking your jollof rice on with steam. With steam. That's what you're cooking your jollof rice with. So right now I'm going to be adding all of my spice, because like I said, when I blended this pepper, I already boiled it. So I'm going to add all of my spice. So that's the skinny cook jollof rice natural seasoning that I told you about, my curry, my thyme and bay leaves. So that all that goes in. All that goes in. I'm also going to add my Knorr cubes, ginger spice, all of this mixed seasoning. I'm going to add all of that so it all cooks together. Yeah, I'm one of those people who don't like breaking cubes, because nowadays they're getting really harder and I don't know what they had to it. So you can see I'm not adding my salt yet. That is because when I do my kitchen stock, I get it really spiced, like seasoned, so that by the time you're using it, you might eventually not need salt in your food. And again, we need to be conscious of how much salt we eat. So you need to watch out for how many salt you eat when you add salt to your food. So this is what I'm working with just now. This is what I'm working with just now. So I'm on medium heat. I'm going to cover that and simmer for about 5 minutes. So guys, this is 5 minutes after still cooking on low heat. So now my rice is going to be going in. Okay, just going to set you on the table there. Oops, that bubble there. So my rice goes in. Rice goes in. So I'm going to stir the rice in. Oops, right, that's broken. Let me get my. So that's my omorogo now. I'm just stirring the rice, stirring it into the sauce, and moving forward from here, you're gonna cook on low heat, like really low heat. So when I talk about low heat, so I'm cooking about maybe like cooker mark number 3. So let me show you what that looks. So that's after stirring that in. So I'm gonna add a little bit of. I actually don't need any more water, but I'm just gonna add a little bit from the kettle, just a bit. There. So normally when you're cooking jollof rice, you want to add water to the level of the rice. So I'm sure I have enough liquid to cook this rice just now. Alright, so that's what it's looking like, and I'm setting my cooker to number 3 on low heat. And what I do from here is I get kitchen foil. So before kitchen foil, I'm going to check for salt, because I've actually not added any salt at all. Like I said, when I do my stock, when I use, they're like beef or chicken stock. When I use them, I make sure they're properly seasoned, so just to minimize the use of salt in whatever thing I'm cooking. So I've just checked for salt and it's perfectly fine. So right now I've got kitchen foil and I'm going to be placing this on top of the rice. So like I said, I've just checked for salt and it's perfectly fine. So I've got my tin foil here and I'm going to place this on top of the pot. So this is what I'm doing. I'm placing the foil on top of the pot. I'm just going to grab another foil. That's the foil on the pot. And for the onions will be the last thing that will be going in. I would normally slice tomatoes as well, but I do notice that my kids tend to kind of like pick out the tomatoes out of the rice, so that's why I've not added any sliced tomatoes. So yep, I'm gonna place the cover of the pot on now, like that. Yeah, I'm gonna place the cover on like that, and I'm gonna set my timer for 15 minutes. So in 15 minutes I'll check back with you. So it's been 25 minutes. My jollof rice has been cooking, so I'm just checking up on it just now. That's what it looks like. Where's my morugo? There we go. Look at that. Look at that. I'm just going to stir it for a sec. So this is what my jollof rice is looking like. I don't know if you can see that. That's what it's looking like. So I'm gonna add my onions now. The reason why I'm adding the onions to the last is that I prefer it to be just to cook it with steam. I don't really want the onions to disappear in the rice, so that's why. So now it's still at number 2 of the cooker, and I'm going to leave it for another 10 minutes to simmer, and then that will be the rice done. You can see it's really like, it's not sticky at all, and I cook this with easy cook rice, which I bought from Costco. You know, it's not sticky in any way. I did not add butter. I've seen some people add butter or margarine to their rice when they cook jollof rice, but this is just perfect. So I've added my onions. I'm going to leave it to simmer for another 10 minutes, and I'll be back when I serve this up. Okay. Alright guys, just coming to the end of this cooking that we've been doing. So here is the jollof rice. Oops, that's hot. I'm gonna frown. Here is the jollof rice. That's how it's looking. Yeah, so all I did was steam for another few minutes. I've just turned off the cooker there. Look at that, it's nice and fluffy. Like, there's not too much oil anywhere. It's not like, I'm gonna set this down and stir properly. So that's what it looks like. Guys, at the end of the day, I didn't even get to add salt to this rice. Look at that, it's fluffy, like party jollof. Achieve a party jollof rice in your kitchen. Yeah, achieve a party jollof rice in your kitchen. So like I told you guys, I'm on the keto diet. I don't eat rice, and this is prepared because my daughter, who is 8 years old, requested I make jollof rice, hence why I decided to cook a bit. And trust me, I've not cooked a lot of this, but by the time she eats, the older ones are going to come and ask to have some as well. So this is probably going to finish today. Like there won't be anything being left over. So I'm gonna dish this out in a plate as if I'm eating, but if I were to be eating rice at all, I'm gonna show you my portion in the plate, and I'll show you that in a second. Alright guys, this is the end product of this rice. This is the end product of this rice served with my oven grilled chicken. I mean fish, I meant to say, not chicken. Yeah, so that's my jollof rice there.